Hello, I'm Chip from the Digital Grandstand, and what was that? Well, that was the Chinese Grand Prix, and oh my days, what a race! What a race! It was again just like in Bahrain, a race of two halves. The first half was just everyone was just keeping position, staying in their place, not doing anything. I was hoping maybe in the tight midfield something was going to happen, but no. Every single team was waiting for the pit stops to come. But then it happened. The pit stops. Red Bull were the first to pit. Obviously, they started on ultra softs rather than Ferrari and Mercedes on softs. But Mercedes played it right. They jumped Vettel with Bottas. Raikkonen was kept out there for a amazing amount of time. They were going for the one stop, of course, but they were ruining his strategy in the hopes of Vettel jumping Bottas again. But it didn't happen. Hamilton had a awful race. He was off the pace all weekend long, and frankly, well, he finished P4 in the end, but I don't think he deserved it. Vettel did a much better job than him. I'll get to him in a moment. So, the pit stops happened. Bottas jumped Vettel. Raikkonen was kept out there. Amazing strategy by Mercedes. And they should have won. Frankly, they should have won. But, round lap, I believe 35, 36, something like that, the two Toro Rosso guys hit each other. Gasly tried one on Hartley, and Hartley closed the door. It was an opportunistic move from Gasly, but it was not on. I'm slightly drunk, as you can see, but yeah, Gasly's move was not on by a long way. They both kept going, but there was a whole of a lot of debris on the track. This happened. I should say at the end of the huge back straight, turn 14. The safety car came out. And this moment turned the whole race upside down. The Red Bulls were the only one able to make the call to pit. They were running on mediums at that point, and they double stacked. Verstappen was so far ahead of Ricciardo that they could manage to double stack without holding Ricciardo up, and it worked. My God, it worked a treat, but not in the way everyone expected, I believe. Verstappen and Ricciardo were now both on brand new softs. Bottas was leading from Vettel, from Hamilton, then there was Verstappen, and then there was Raikkonen, and in P6 was Ricciardo. Both Mercedes and both Ferraris were on mediums, used mediums, with Raikkonen having the newest tires, and Hamilton having the oldest. This was going to be a sprint race to the end. Obviously, the safety car bunched up the runners. After the left cars, which were the two Williams and Hartley, were allowed to unlap themselves, yeah, restart. And this is when the race came alive. And what a race we had! Verstappen and Ricciardo, obviously on their soft compound tires, were going to make up places against the mediums. but no one foresaw what was going to happen. Verstappen planted one on Hamilton. Then he came up against Vettel. Verstappen tried one on Vettel, and oh my days, the result was horrid to see. Both spun out. Raikkonen, and then Hamilton got past them. It was a stupid move from Verstappen. That was not on. That was really not on. It was a very tense end of the race. Ricciardo, he is the best overtaker in the last 5 years. I will say it right here, right now. He is that good. Those moves he planted on Hamilton, then Vettel, then Bottas were just supreme, especially that final one for the win on Bottas. It was so close, so freaking close. Verstappen is a tremendous talent, but he lacks the finesse of Ricciardo. Tremendous win, tremendous, sublime win for Ricciardo from Bottas and Raikkonen. I have to feel sorry for Vettel. He lost 3, 4, maybe 5 places through no fault of his own. Verstappen tried a move that was not on, and he was dully punished. He had that 10 seconds time penalty, which I think was fair. A drive-through penalty would have been too harsh. A 10 seconds time penalty was alright, but I don't know. It's now 3 races in a row where he made mistakes. In Australia he pushed too hard, damaged his diffuser, and eventually spun behind the Haas of Magnussen. In Bahrain he tried that move on Hamilton, and again that was way too close. Damaged his got a puncture, and effectively ruined his race. Had to retire, and now again forced an overtake that was not on Vettel, ruining both their races. At the moment, I have to say it is between Ricciardo and Alonso in my book for best F1 racer on the grid. So yeah, the final podium was Ricciardo from Bottas from Raikkonen. Then it was Verstappen effectively in P4, but with that 10 seconds penalty he dropped to P6, I believe. So in the end it was P4 Lewis Hamilton, P5 Nico Hülkenberg. Then there was Verstappen and Alonso ahead of Vettel. Vettel obviously had issues after that semi-collision, that spin. It was sort of justice. it was sort of justice for Raikkonen, who was effectively screwed by the team in the first stint with that stupendously long first stint, which he had no pace whatsoever. He was used by the team to back Bottas into Vettel, which didn't work at all. His race was screwed. He was going to finish P6 at best if there wasn't for the safety car and Verstappen's idiocy. Ricciardo is the winner. I think deservedly so. He is my driver of the weekend. He has to work up his quali pace. Verstappen was better than him on Saturday. As you can see, I done already a Shoey, but Red Bull and Ricciardo deserve another one. Cheers. Thanks Ricciardo, thank you Red Bull for a great race. I've been Chip from the Digital Grandstand. You can find me on social media, you have the links in the description, and I will see you next time.